Good morning, everyone. You are through to the Adassah at Large on Sunday show. And what a great show we have lined up for you today. We have a UK artist. Yes, indeed, we have a UK artist by the name of Carvalho. Carvalho. Oh, we are going to enjoy ourselves today. This is a long awaiting interview. But before we meet the man himself, Carvalho, with his eclectic sounds, we are going to party just a little bit before he comes and he can continue the party. And we're going to give a bit of housekeeping rules to like, to share, and to subscribe on the Magnet Radio YouTube platform. And then you'll be able to get all your shows in an instance and be able to see previous shows of all our great artists and see what's coming up next. We've got loads coming up. Oh, it's just wonderful. It's just a whale of a time. So let's get the party going. Let's get the party going. We've got the new single from Paula Leiteng. DJ, spin that song again.
I wanna feel free. DJ, spin that song again. Make me feel like I'm dancing on the soul train. Music's got me on the floor. Got me rocking, slipping, sliding like I did before. To Rick James, to ring. Don't know what's coming to me. Jackson 5, Grandmaster Flash. Isley Brothers, you know where it's at. Midnight Star, keep you all night. Dancing till the morning light. I remember you and me. We used to be free. Dancing on the dance floor. Dancing on the dance floor. Dance. Dancing on the dance floor. Dancing on the dance floor. Yeah. Fire, baby. What goes around comes back again.
Oh, yes. And good morning going out to all the Magnet Radio family. Stay locked with Magnet Radio on our audio. And if you go onto our website, you'll be able to chat with all our DJs. Our shout box is live, kicking and working. And you'll be able to send some messages. Interact with us. Interact with us DJs, and we'll give dedications. We'll say hello to you. We'll play your favorite song, maybe, if you're lucky. If you're lucky, oh yes, you'll be hearing all the hits just like this. Quality, known, unknown, independent, commercial, who cares? Quality is just quality.
Good times. Do you remember those good times? Don't it make you feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it make you feel so right tonight? Don't it make you feel like you could dance until the morning light? Don't it make you feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it make you feel so
The Adassah at Large on Sunday show makes you feel so good. It's Sunday. It's sunny outside. Enjoy.
What goes around comes back again. DJ, spin that song again.
DJ, play that song again. Oh, that's the latest single by Paula Leiteng. Go and get it. Paula Leiteng giving us the groove this Sunday morning. Oh, yes. It's full of sun. It's full of sunshine. It's glorious. Give thanks for life. Give thanks for life. Let your light shine. Oh, yes, we're in with Ivory Chanel. And we're going to let the light shine. This is At Your Party with Magnet Radio and Adassah at large. Hey, oh, yeah. Come on, Ivory Chanel. Give it to us, baby.
Fire, baby. Through the shadow of darkness, rise from the sadness, spirits align. The glow of tomorrow will heal every sorrow in your life. See every peak, every valley will challenge your happiness. Take your time. Just look to the sunshine, he'll make it all right. Love's divine. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, hey. Breathe deep in your heart now. Find all the courage to be strong. I'm right here beside you to help you to get through every storm. See, I know you've been broken, so close.
At 2 o'clock, we got Mr. Magnet with reggae time. Oh, stay locked on Magnet Radio. 4 o'clock, we have Cam Cutter with the Sunday Vibe Show. Stay locked if you love your hip hop and your R&B and Afro beats. Oh, yes. 6 o'clock, we got the industrial man himself, Remington Steele, giving you hip hop, hard hitting, lovely, smooth hip hop and R&B. And then at 8 o'clock, Sterling Reigns, wow, giving you some Afro beats. I'm a piano and break beats. What a delight. And then we chill down. We chill with the silky tones of our Al Cephas with the Jazz and Soul Show at 10 p.m. until midnight. That's our lineup today on Magnet Radio. In the weekday, we can see the salsa queen herself, Ruth Ferguson, with the hot and spicy show, giving you some lovely barenque and merengue and kazumba and salsa. Oh, number one, loads and loads and loads of times. I can't count Ruth Ferguson. How many number ones you've had in the mix cloud? She is the queen de la queen of salsa. Check her out every Tuesday from, oh yes, from 8 until 10 p.m. And then we have Boozadelic. He's giving you a funk show on Tuesday with the Boozadelic Funk Universe. Friday, we have yours truly, Adassah, with the Soul City Show, giving you the best and the latest and the grooviest and all the hidden gems every Friday from 10 till midnight. Also syndicated on Soul City Radio. And don't forget, Adassah, Thursday, we've got to take care of our well-being. We've got to be happy. We've got to be positive. And we have got none other than Empress Gem giving you some tips, advice, and some lovely music on top of that to lift up your spirits like this morning. Light your light shine. Let it shine. All of us have got a light inside of us. Just let it shine. And no matter what time of year it is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you haven't done your New Year's resolutions yet. It can still go to pass. You can still celebrate your New Year. We've got how many months left? 6 more months. We've just started. We've just started July. So 6 whole months. You can do it. You can do it. This is Brian Power and the Lewis sisters with Year of Decision. You have your hopes, you have your dreams. Go out. Go and get it, brothers and sisters.
Holding back, kind of slack. Now's the time to get the things you need. There ain't no reason why you should be shy. People have died to set you free. Oh, we need everyone to succeed. Everybody to succeed. Everybody. We're just like soldiers in an army. Come on, join us, please. Come on and join us. Yes, this is the year.
This is the year
To make your
to make your decisions. This is the year, brothers and sisters, to open up your mind.
on your own. Better make sure that you leave the bad thoughts alone. Whatever you want to do, think it over good. Cause the choice is up to you. Oh, we need everyone to succeed. Everybody to succeed. Everybody. We're just like soldiers in an army.
Oh, yeah, you can do it. Go again. Get out of bed. Whatever you're doing, go out. It's sunny outside. Enjoy your day. You can do it. You can do it. Go and have that bath. Go and have that shower. Go and put some nice glad rags on and look hot like the sunshine outside and make it happen. Make it happen. Only you can make it happen.
Yes, this is the year. Come on, to open up your mind. Open up your mind.
Oh, yeah, let's get ready. Let's get ready. All of these sounds you can get every Friday from 10 until midnight on the Soul City show, and plus more. If you miss Friday's show, go and catch it on Mixcloud. On Mixcloud, go and catch it on the 30th of June edition. It's circulating all around. Go and listen to it. You will enjoy yourself immensely. And you just want to have more fun on a Friday? You don't need to go out. Go and join Adassah with the Soul City show. And when you want to chill on a Sunday, don't watch telly. This is your program to watch. Adassah at Large on Sunday show. Go and share it. Keep on sharing. And on that note, shall we get ready? Shall we get ready for the man himself? Here, what really, stood me back. I was like, wow. He's got vibes. He's got vibes. This man has got real vibes. This is Carvalho. Good morning, Carvalho.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And yourself?
I am well, thank you.
Oh,
That's my Sunday morning workout.
wow. Oh, gosh. Yeah, nice.
So
Good start
finally,
to the day.
oh, thank you. Just keep those energies flowing,
Yeah.
keep energy high. We have finally got here, Carvalho.
Yay,
We
finally
have.
there. God.
The audience has not, they do not even know we've been trying so hard to get connected and
Talk
get to
about it.
this point. But
Yeah.
everything is all in good timing.
Very true. I agree. Yeah.
Everything is in good timing. We're going to play the track that I've just played in a minute after we have a little chat. We need to have a little chat,
Yeah.
Carvalho, because you actually, I'll let everybody know this is the gentleman behind the Magnet Radio, one of the Magnet Radio's jingles. Yes, indeed. You look so surprised. Why do you look so surprised, Carvalho?
Oh, lucky.
I've got to
Oh,
play it. I
I
am
am.
going to play it. Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
play your own jingle that you've
That's me.
forgotten.
Magnet Radio.com. Carvalho said. Lock in. Radio.com. Tune in. Magnet Radio.com. Carvalho said. Magnet Radio.com. Magnet.
Hey. Oh, wow. Oh, gosh.
We love it on Magnet Radio. Instantly, not without even any hesitation. Everybody was like, whoa, we love it. We loved it straight
Nah,
away.
man. You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you very much. Everybody loves it. So this is the gentleman behind that jingle, everyone. Carvalho. And you have such an awesome sound, Carvalho, and your sound is so eclectic. I can't even put my finger on the sound of your music. Describe it to us.
How can I describe it? Wow. It's just, oh gosh. It's just everything that I like. That I know that's a terrible description. I mean, you use the word eclectic. It's everything because let me go back because when I was growing up, we didn't just have one genre of music playing in the house. It was, pop because my dad enjoyed music. It was pop music, reggae came in, jazz came in, soul came in, Afrobeat, but not like the Afrobeat that we hear now, like Burna Boy. We're talking about Fela Kuti, King Sunny Ade. And those are the things that I grew up hearing. And for me to be like one genre, I couldn't do it because I like to, music is supposed to be about the freedom of your expression and your influences. And I like to think that I am that person. I know that there are others out there who are who are coming from a similar place as myself. Yeah, that's all I can say. It's a terrible answer. It's a terrible answer. I mean, I'm not gonna put myself in a box and even call it world music because that's an insult because it comes from us. And that's what my main influences are. As I said, soul, jazz, reggae, the whole lot, breakbeat, Latin music, everything. I've soaked it all up, and it comes out. It comes out when I'm composing and making music. Yeah.
It really, really does. Now, some of your music, and we're going to be playing it throughout the show, but some of your music, yes, we can clearly define it and say, okay, that's got a more stronger reggae beat or more
Yeah.
stronger
Yeah.
soul beat
Yeah.
or stronger jazz beat. So some of it,
Yeah.
yes, we can put it in certain genres, but then
Yeah.
you have other music where
It's weird.
uh, I'm going left, I'm going right, I'm going like, but it's so beautifully put together
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
cleverly put together. And
Wow, no, thank you.
that's an art, that's a gift,
Yeah, yeah,
that's a combination of everything
yeah,
intertwined.
yeah, yeah, most definitely. I think ultimately it's about listening and hard work.
Yeah.
Hard work. So I spend hours, refining things, and plus as well because I think I'm more, what's the word? I don't like being not a perfectionist. I was going to use the word precious, but I'm not going to say that because sometimes you can be, yeah, exactly, precious. Because that can ring alarm bells. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
care, you can be overly caring
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. And I've got to admit to you, actually, there was a time when I was like that, and I've realised that reaches the stage. I think you know in your gut when you have to just let it go, when
Yes.
you
Yeah.
cannot do anymore. Whether if it's making music, whether if you're, I don't know, writing a play or anything really. Um, you sometimes you just have to let it go and just let it be.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And just hope for the best. Yeah.
I do that all the time. I do that all the time. I'm just like whatever will be, will be. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
sometimes I do that with my music. Sometimes I prepare my playlist for my
Yeah.
show on a Friday. Sometimes I do.
Wow.
Sometimes I don't. I'm a bit naughty.
Yeah.
um,
Wow. Wow.
um, but sometimes I leave it loose because I do prepare, yes,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I think we all do to a greater or lesser extent, but to some extent, yes. Um, and I I personally think when you aim too much for, in inverted commas, perfection, you
Yeah. Yeah.
take away the magic somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
You
It's nice to leave a little edges
yeah,
in there. Not
yeah.
too many, but
Yeah,
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 to
not
leave
too
some
many. You,
kind
it's good
of,
to be
I don't
prepared.
know, almost, yeah, to leave your blueprints on whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Um, so, and I find when I try to do it too perfect, something goes wrong. Something always goes wrong.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
always significantly goes wrong. And I'm like, really? And I put
Yeah.
my heart into this, like, not to say I don't put my heart in, but I really over thought this and over did this. And it's like, um, just learn to relax.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. That's important. Um, it's the best thing, really. I think you have to have an open mind as well. Uh,
Hmm. And just talking about being open mind, we are going to, yeah, we are,
yeah.
we're going to look at some of your music where you had quite a wide range, let's put it that way. Wide range. You had a few
Yeah.
music on this
Uh-huh.
video. I hope I get the right one. Oh, Adassah at large. Um, where there's about 3 or 4 tracks in it, but you've condensed it down quickly in about 5 minutes. So I just want to play this video so that everybody gets to see some of the variety of your music. It's one of your older videos, and then we can come on to some of your more current
Yeah.
music
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
Early morning ride, getting high, smoking bud with my blood. Now we're ready to face the day. on you and me. So we're blunted on reality. It's history class, slavery. There's more to me. Give me detention, not paying attention. Now you want me to sit in your library. Sitting at the back of class, looking out the window, watching the world go by. Sitting at the back of class, looking out the window, watching the world go by. Waiting for the bell to ring. Talking about shackles and chains, a rule Britannia. Another episode of Roots again. Don't you know who feels the pain? I know my face don't fit the equation in this occasion. Good thing I can read about Marcos Garvey. I don't need your library. No, no. Sitting at the back of class, looking out the window, watching the world go by. Oh, 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 oh. Misfit. You got it all over your clothes, around your nose. 'Cause your boyfriend Wayne, he left you again, and he caused you pain. Your chances are slim, looking pale and thin. Little misfit, don't let it get in your way. Little misfit, that's what I hear some folks say. So you're lying on the floor and you want some more, but you miss your last bus, number 54. Who cares anyway? You don't need a thing, your future's secure. So little misfit, life just gets in your way. Little misfit, you know the crime won't pay, won't pay, won't pay. Lock, put your clock on 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 lock. As I go on my way, don't misunderstand me. Don't mince my words, ain't touched by man. Oh no, as simple as it sounds, I'll smile at the sun and move on, move on. My theory is splendor and glory, rainbows and dreams, schemes and things. Let there be no confusion, it's article, this is my brother. It's people and can't smell it, it's from the land. You watch your step, can't smell it, it's from the land. Mind your step, what shall it be? The guns or the baby? baby. The concept of power, by all means, it ain't necessary. I'll move on. My theory is splendor and glory, rainbows and dreams, schemes and things. Let there be no confusion. It's rutical. This is my proverb.
Wow. I love that last song.
Thank
I
you.
love that last song. And you know what? The listeners haven't seen anything yet. That's just a tip of the iceberg. Oh, wow. It would be lovely. It'd be lovely for you to re-release that last song. I love it. Food for thought,
Thank you.
Carvalho.
Thank you.
Food for thought. Food for thought. It's good. It's groovy. It's a real groovy. So I've looked at some of the videos. Right, the videos there was a little classroom bass. Now I know, but the listeners don't know. You know, why have you got so much classroom based, Carvalho? Can you hear me, Carvalho? Are you having some?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Can I
Can you hear
leave
me now?
for a minute and come back?
Yes,
Yeah, I
you
can hear you.
may.
I can hear you perfect.
Yes, you may.
Yeah, yeah.
Whilst Carvalho is sorting out some technical issues from his end, then we can listen right now to the rise and fall. But there's no rise and fall. There's no rise and fall. And this is going to show another side to Carvalho and his musical range.
Then you wanna taste the food. That's problematic. You can talk about the rise and fall. Yes, we're mad. Yes, we're mad. Come on, you know we're gonna make it through. We're tired out here. So the God to keep. You can talk about the rise and fall. Yes, we're magic, magic, magic.
I just like to say big good morning. It's still morning. Oh yes, it's 11:36 in the UK. Good morning going out to Curve. Good morning, Curve. And good morning going out to Simple Rebel. You are locked into the Adassah at Large on Sunday show. Good morning, super sass, super sass. Up, away. You are up listening to the Adassah at Large on Sunday show. I hope you are having a glorious morning, and the Adassah at Large on Sunday has shed more light to your glorious day.
Yes, we're mad. Yes, we're mad. You can talk about the rise and fall. You can talk about the rise and fall. Yes, we're mad. Yes, we're mad. You can talk about the rise and fall. 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 Yes, we're mad. Yes, we're mad.
Hey, and we've got you back now,
Yeah, yeah.
Carvalho, just in time when the rise and fall has
Beautiful.
just finished. You
Oh god.
technology.
Yeah.
Oh,
Apologies, apologies, apologies.
oh, that's how it goes sometimes. That's just how it goes, and that's a live TV. Or the beauty of live TV as well. Ah, wonderful. So we've just played the Rise and Fall. We just showed video of you, which was more of a what would you describe it? I saw it more as a sort of like pop, a little bit R&B edge side to you, neo
Yeah,
soul.
yeah, definitely. More soul
Yes.
influenced with those three tracks. I mean, that was those three tracks off my first album.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, memories 2013. It's talking like
Oh,
10 years ago.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, more soul influence, but the album itself, all
Mhm.
those three tracks are taken from. Again, as you mentioned, the word eclectic. There is a like a mixture of styles, but I would there was something that I didn't say. I would say soul is kind of like the base of my music, really.
Okay. Mhm.
With most of the tracks, but yeah, there. I mean, as I said, music's music at the end of the day. Um, and it's just my way of the way that what I do is just my way of expressing myself and the
Yeah.
sounds that I use and so forth. Yeah.
And how would you describe the sound of the rise and fall?
Oh, that's more house. Yeah,
Ah.
it's more house, soulful house kind of vibes. Yeah, I mean, strangely enough, you mentioned that because I did a collaboration with Paris Sesvet. I don't know if you've heard of her.
Mhm.
How she's a DJ. I think she's on. Oh, I was going to say the name of the radio station then, but she's a DJ. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But she also, yeah, she produces house music. Um,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I was on an album. Oh, the word. The title of the album has left me at the minute. I think it was about 3 or 4. It reached #1 in the UK house charts.
Oh, wow.
Omar was
Lovely.
on it.
Oh.
Junior Giscombe.
Uh-huh.
I think Will Downing was on it as well. So there's quite a
Oh,
few, yeah, reputable people.
lovely.
So
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's a brilliant Carvalho. Absolutely
Thank you.
wonderful because those artists are great artists. I love all
Yeah,
of those that you
yeah,
mentioned. Yeah, I love all of those. Those are some of my favorites that you've just mentioned. Very talented individual, and rightly
yeah.
so.
Indeed.
You're there as well because you are greatly talented. I remember when I first was speaking to you, I knew. I mean, there are artists. I mean, I think a lot of artists are just naturally born gifted. If they do really well in the music
Yeah,
industry.
yeah.
But I also detected. with yourself. There was a there was a more I couldn't put my finger on it. I just
At the time,
knew,
you used the word trained, didn't you? If I
yeah,
remember.
I knew this gentleman had studied music in great depth on another level. I just knew. Yeah. I think I did use the word trained, Carvalho.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, you're back. Yeah, I think I did use the word trained.
Yeah,
For what? Okay, you got a better memory than me. Ah, way better memory than me. Can you hear me right now, Carvalho? We're losing him a little bit. Well, Carvalho, for your information, Carvalho is also a music teacher
yeah.
and he
I'm indeed.
studied. Okay, I was just telling the audience that you are a music teacher as well,
That's right.
and
Yeah,
you
that's right.
studied music in great depth. What type of music did you study when you was on the
Well, I
course?
did. Yeah, I did my degree in music education.
Okay,
But also we did prior to me getting uh, into university. I did studies in jazz um, at, A level. So, or and also classical as well. So all of that
hmm
has helped me in
hmm
terms of yeah, in terms of where I am and what I do and everything. So
it does. It does help. I mean, there might be people screaming down down the channel saying, "No, it's not everything." We know it's not everything
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
there's a born talent, and there's one that you you really do work on your talents throughout the years,
yeah,
and you've done that as well. And I
exactly.
also think when you study it as well, it just gives it that broader range, personally.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely, because you get an insight into
Mhm,
how music is put together. I mean, music ultimately is an emotion, but it's also maths and
mhm,
physics as well. And that's more to do. The physics side is more to do with the sonics
yes.
and the dynamics in terms of like when you're mixing and the placement of the instruments and arranging and also the structure of your music. And as I said, it's I think sometimes obviously of course if you've got the talent, everything just needs refining, and you never
Yes.
stop learning. Whether if you've gone to
Mhm,
university or not, you just never stop learning. It doesn't matter how good you are. There's always something new, or there's nothing new under the sun, but it's just undiscovered by yourself on your journey so
mhm,
far. You know,
mhm.
yeah, it's as I said. I mean, it's definitely helped me. It's helped my understanding on why things work. I'm still looking for that formula, whatever that formula is, if there is a formula. Do you know what I mean?
Uh, yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying. And who are your role models, Carvalho, in terms of music? Who do you really think like wow, like really made an impression and had a big influence in your musical
Yeah.
career?
Wow. So that's too many. As I was saying to you earlier, I mean, growing up in a house where music was what we listened to was pretty vast. I mean, off the top of my head, Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
Um, you might not hear it in the music, but just the fact that
Mm.
he's very individual. Same with Stevie Wonder. That whole Tamla Motown, the whole Philadelphia sound. Because I grew up on all of that. Gamble and Huff, Geniuses, Quincy Jones, Miles Davis, John Coltrane. Reggae wise, we're talking about the classics. We're talking about Bob Marley, Burning Spear. Let's see, Israel Vibration, Aswad, Steel Pulse, the UK side of things, Black Uhuru. Current day in terms of reggae,
Hmm.
there's some really good artists. An artist called Janine, female artist. She reminds me of myself, but she's very, when it comes to her lyrics, she's very poetic.
Okay, yeah.
Um, very, it's not. If the regular person was supposed to, they probably say, "Oh, that's not a song," because it's not immediately catchy. If you understand, those
Mhm.
words are not supposed to work with the music, but she does it. It works with the music.
Mhm.
That's rare. In terms of African music, I mentioned earlier Fela Kuti, even some of like Burna Boy. I really like what they're doing, and it's about time. Africa got its kudos in terms
Mhm.
of
Mhm.
it's kind of like being recognized in that field because it's influenced the world
Mhm.
basically. Take away Africa out of the mix, and I probably wouldn't be here today,
Mhm.
basically doing what I do because I understand the root, and the root
Yeah.
is the continent.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So, even some gospel music. Because in my teens I played in church. It's a very good training ground. In terms, some of the best musicians are out of the church. It improves your musicality in terms of, if you like, sometimes the people who were leading like the choir or the chorus on a Sunday, they didn't have
Mhm.
we didn't recognize the key that they were singing in, but we'd find the key and bring everything back home to stop it from being out of tune. It didn't
Yeah.
always work, but it was in terms of your listening skills, um, and pitch correction and so forth, as opposed to using auto tune. Yeah, it really helped my musicality, because I was able to move on from there and go into session work where sometimes I'd get a call, being based in Birmingham, to come to London to do some work in a studio. And I hadn't heard the track, but I was able to give them what they wanted because of my training, because of my back, because I was so used to that kind of like being put in the hot spot. Now play, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if ultimately it comes down to experiences that build up your confidence and your
Yeah.
skill set as well. So there you have it.
You have
Yeah,
got so much talent oozing out. And to be quite honest, right? I just love for certain artists to get in contact with you because
yeah, that'd be
you
cool.
you would you would be such a great, 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 great giant asset, just a giant in
Thank
terms
you.
of music, if in doing collaboration as well, because
Yeah,
your
yeah.
sound, no matter what it is, whether it's the reggae coming out, whether it's the jazz coming out, whether it's the pop coming out, whether it's the soul coming out, your
Mhm,
sound
mhm, mhm, mhm.
in collaboration with some of other artists that I've been in contact with, and I'm not going to say which ones. I'm not going to say which, but I can just visualize. I can just visualize, and I can hear your sound with some of their songs and their
Yeah, yeah,
tone, and it
yeah,
would just
yeah.
go really perfectly together. And I'm
Uh-huh.
not just saying that because I'm talking to you. I
No,
don't
no,
say
not
that
at
to
all.
everybody. I don't say that
Yeah,
to everybody, but your sound would just go perfectly with some of the other artists that I've interviewed. So, and
yeah,
some of the
yeah,
artists I'm going to
yeah,
interview, you know,
yeah.
it
No,
would
no,
just
no.
go so perfectly,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I would really like some of the artists to really connect with you, even if to connect with
that's
you
cool.
or come to me, connect with you, because
Yeah,
I love your sound. I love your
thank
sound,
you,
and I hope they're
thank you.
listening. I hope they're listening today because I really do. Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
it's
will
funny.
be. They do.
Yeah, I hope so. It's funny you saying that because you're not the first person who's actually said that to me.
Ah,
That too, I have collaborated with other artists. but yeah, it hasn't always worked out. I think it's timing, and it's, how can I put it? It's understanding that artist, and then also understanding
Yes.
myself, and then bringing it all together so things
Yeah.
can work smoothly. I mean, I'm definitely open to it. I'm
Yeah.
in much in terms of resources and everything. I'm in a much better place to collaborate than I was when I first started out. So, and again, like, my musical mind is more what's rounded, if that's the right word as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, bring them, come. The best pay me though.
No, seriously, because I hear it and I'm just like, I think it's not even about the music. It's just really personalities. As long as you
Yeah,
and
yeah,
whoever
yeah,
gel, that's what it
yeah,
boils down to with a lot
yeah,
of things anyway.
yeah,
Personalities. As long as
yeah.
you and the other person gel, right?
Yeah,
'Cause the music is unquestionable. That's not that's undebatable. The
yeah,
music part is undebatable. So
yeah,
it's the only thing that would be left would be personalities gelling, and as long as the personalities gel, then oh my gosh, it will
yeah,
be just so magical, so magical.
yeah. Definitely, I agree. I agree, because
Yeah.
obviously when when you have that understanding, and then it leads to a musical understanding, it's easy. It ceases to be
Yes.
work.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and it will show in the end product,
Oh
so to
gosh, it
speak. Yeah,
does.
you know what I
Oh
mean.
my gosh,
Yeah, you know.
I can hear it in music. So I, artists out there, you don't fool Adassah. I can actually hear when the two artists are really good friends,
Yeah,
are
yeah.
actually
You can hear
really
it.
good
Yeah,
friends, and they got a lot
definitely.
of respect and
Yeah,
admiration for one another,
yeah,
and they just
yeah,
gel. The
yeah,
chemistry is just there,
yeah,
rather than it manufacturally put
yeah,
together
yeah.
because somebody else has said, "Come together, and we'll give you X, Y, and Z."
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, we don't live in a time of, like, especially when it comes to R&B and soul, there's not enough bands anymore.
Mm,
But however, bands like, say, Earth, Wind and Fire, even some of, like, the UK bands, like back in the day, like High Tension, Light of the World, those bands were friends,
yeah.
and you could hear it. You could hear
Yes.
it. And however, saying that, there are some times that where there are falling out in the studio because of decision making
Mm,
and etc. etc. However, the music wins at the end of
yep.
the day.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
wish, like, there were more bands, to be honest, especially in black
Yeah.
music period. There's not enough bands. There's not enough bands generally, from my perspective, especially in reggae, especially in reggae.
I agree with
Uh,
you. I think a lot of people have missed the bands, as live bands as well,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
And slowly in different pockets around the world, they're coming back.
Hope so. Hope so. Hope
Yeah.
so. I think it's just a case of, like, maybe kind of like what you mentioned about some of the labels and the A&R departments, like, just simply thinking, well, it's easier. They're thinking of more of a cost effective thing,
Mhm.
and also the power dynamics of not having a band, because when you have a group of, like, four people in a recording studio, then the A&R person has to deal with the whole band, and obviously they only deal with one person, and that one person, depending on how strong their personality is easier to manipulate
Mhm.
in
Mhm.
every sense of the word, musically, personally, spiritually,
You know what goes
everything.
on.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, yeah, definitely need more bands. There's me coming from a solo perspective, but I am planning. That is something that I am planning to do. Once I
Yeah.
get this next album out of the way, is to launch my music again, get out back out there with a band and stuff. Takes time. Takes time.
It does take
You
time.
have to
Everything takes time. But I'll be following you. I'll be looking out and yeah, support you
definitely
every
stay in
way. And
touch. I'll be in touch. I think you've got some more jingles to come off me anyway.
Hey.
Yeah, so yeah, got to support each other. Got to be done. Got to be done.
Definitely, definitely. But yeah, that's great. So growing up, was any of your family, your parents or brothers or sisters musical?
Um, Not really. It was more as I said to you, it's like my dad was into music. I mean, like he used to give me money to buy like records at the weekend. And I used to go to like a
Mm.
local shop to buy imports. This is how serious it was, and I've spoken to a lot of my friends about this because I used to buy like 7-inch pre-releases
I
straight from
know what
yard,
you mean. Yeah,
straight from
yeah, yeah,
Jamaica.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So that's the
Yeah.
kind of thing that I grew up on.
Hmm.
So, and like I used to take them back, and like if my dad liked it, because sometimes I used to go if my dad didn't like it, or sometimes we used to listen to the tracks in the shop. Used to go, yeah, 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 yeah. We'll have that. Well, I'll have that, etc., etc. Used to take it home. If my dad didn't like it, we used to take it back and exchange it for another 12-inch or seven
Oh,
inch.
wow, them
Yeah.
days.
So, but yeah, but in terms of back to you answering your question, not really. But as I said to you, I was always surrounded by music,
Mm,
good music. He says, so,
mhm.
which helped a hell of a lot. Um, I remember one time as a child, this is giving away my age now. I remember meeting, it's like when I start thinking about things, meeting, I don't know if you remember a group called the Pioneers,
I've heard of them.
Desmond
Yes,
Decker. Desmond
yes,
Decker,
yes,
kind
yes,
of,
yes.
they were based in London. And my brother used to know the Pioneers, and they came to our house in Birmingham at the time with my brother.
Mm.
So it's always these like little signs which I didn't see, and like as I said, when I start thinking about it, I was always indirectly connected somehow to music as well as there being music in the house. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I have a history.
And I've got to ask this question because I was just itching to ask this question when you were talking
Oh,
about, buying your records, your vinyls.
yeah, yeah,
Were you one of the typical West Indian households that had a gram?
yeah, yeah. Grew up with
Yeah.
the gram, but evolved into a good hi-fi system later on.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, and yeah, the glass hi-fi sisters.
Yeah, you know.
I know, I know.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Oh god. Yeah.
Dear. That's so
Mm.
funny. Yeah, that's wonderful. Oh, and we're gonna play, uh, we're gonna play one of your other. It, it's a more recent track. You better know this. Tell us all about you better know this.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, recent track. It's for a project called Closer to Home. That
Mm-hmm.
hasn't been released. I'm just preparing tracks for it at the minute. Planning ahead.
Hmm.
It's more of a it's more of a love, different kinds of love in the sense of not just love in terms of relationships, but that track is. But the album Closer to Home is based on like family, life, relationships, etc., etc. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an insight into it's more of a personal album, and I've never approached, I think, music in that context before. I tend to kind of like lie.
Don't make me laugh.
You know when when you hear some singer songwriters, they say, "Oh, well, I like to tell a story,"
Yeah.
and yeah, basically they're lying. So
Stop it. Behave.
I shouldn't generalize, but yeah, maybe I'm speaking of myself. Well, no, yeah. So yeah, it's more personal. It's more truthful. Dare I say that project will be? It's going to be interesting when that project's done. Currently wrapping up my next album, which is the answer to Apocalyptic Sun, which was released last year, but I'm working on Sun, as in Sun in the Sky, at the minute. But yeah,
Okay.
so a lot of music
A
to come.
lot of music. So we're gonna play
Yeah,
while we're talking. We're gonna play. You better know this, and then we're gonna go and play. You just mentioned it. Mentioned it. Apocalyptic. I can't even
Apocalyptic
pronounce.
Sun.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very
Right.
much, Carvalho.
Well, you liar.
My world is upside down. In you, I have found endless joy, love, and understanding. And it's you I cherish, cherish. You better know this. You better know. You better know this. You better know this. You better know. You better know this. Yeah. You know I'm always around to reassure ya, bring you peace of mind. Let's take the time to explore and reach for the divine. Oh, you better know this. You better know. You better know this. You better know this. You better know. You better know this.
So that tune has got more. It sounds to me. It sounds sort of rare grooves kind of feel to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
Was that
definitely.
deliberate? Was that deliberate, Carvalho,
Um,
or
was it
just?
not really deliberate. I just had I had the beat already made, and it happened just to end up that way. It wasn't something that was preconceived at all
Yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
my head.
Fine.
It was just vibes, just
Yeah,
vibing,
yeah.
and it turned out that way.
Mm.
Yeah,
And it's you I cherish.
I can hear certain influences. Now I
yeah.
understand like which artists that you love. I won't say, but which artists that you really I can hear all these
Yeah,
influences. It's
yeah,
great. It's
yeah.
great. It's absolutely great. We're gonna go on and move on to
Wow.
apocalyptic. I said it right. Thank
Yeah.
goodness. I said it right.
If you think that many wars, just one, just one.
it's just food for thought,
Mhm.
Carvalho. Have any films or media approached you with your music?
Wow, wow. Oh gosh. It's funny you say that. I remember was it about 2 years ago? I submitted some music to Channel 4,
Mhm.
and unfortunately didn't make the final cut. Um, However, it was like for the theme music, and I've also for a new program that they were going to do for Channel 4. However, somebody has said to me, with regards to like my first album, it should be made into a play.
Mm.
And also, I was there was a friend of mine in America who was running like a company where he was signing artists to submit to film companies who were looking for backing music for their potential films, and so forth. That is an area that I'd like to pursue uh, more, to get involved in. Because it's something that I teach, film music, as
Oh,
well.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Because I can
yeah,
hear it. Carvalho, I can hear it.
yeah, yeah. Wow, yeah. No, that's very interesting.
Yeah,
You
I
say
can
that. That
hear
is,
it. I'm
yeah,
like,
uh,
you
yeah,
know, the sound and just
yeah.
everything like would be
Yeah, no,
great
thank you.
in
Yeah,
in
it's
in music in
yeah,
a film or program.
yeah. That it's funny you saying that, because there has been times like when have been creating, and I do hear certain like sounds in the music and stuff, or the music itself can be very cinematic. Like I
Yeah.
visualize the scene and everything,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure if a lot of musicians do that, if they have that broader kind of, not necessarily vision, um, if they have that outlook when they're actually making that music, and when they're creating their music, how who is it appealing to? Yeah, you're making music, but do you have that cinematic outlook as well? And I'm not sure if every musician goes into the studio with that in mind, because music is a broad field, that can take in not just obviously the area of like music itself, but the arts. Do you know what I mean? It covers the arts, like music and art. That's another thing that I've taught as well. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you get the colours, because the music is also shades, dark and light, different tones. So, like in the past, like I've taught students, like we've had a piece of art, and we say make a music that represents that piece of art. It sounds a bit far fetched, but
No, I do
it's
understand it. Yeah,
yeah,
because I
yeah,
love art. I love and
yeah. I mean,
I love abstract paintings.
yeah, abstract painting is yeah, very interesting, very interesting. Because it expands the musical mind,
Mm-hmm.
in terms of not just seeing music as one dimensional. Of course, music is there for entertainment, etc., etc. And it's it serves its purpose, but it's also there for healing purposes. It's
Yeah,
there for
yeah,
spiritual purposes, like
yeah.
the music that you were playing earlier, to uplift people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, that's it. But yeah, music is is much more than we think, than we perceive, I think. Yeah,
It's it's everywhere. It's just it's universal, it's
definitely.
international, it's
Yeah,
worldwide.
yeah,
It 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 supports many facets. It
yeah.
supports many, it's
It
for
does indeed.
dancing, as you said,
Yeah,
dancing,
yeah,
healing,
yeah,
therapeutic, meditation,
yeah,
fun,
yeah, yeah,
it's there to support film, art, commercials,
yeah.
everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Hmm. It's there. So I'm just putting it out there, Carvalho, because I can
No,
hear
no.
it. I can hear it.
Wow, wow. No, I appreciate it. appreciate it. I think you're the first person who's interviewed me and actually said that to me as well. It's not that other people haven't said it, but in terms of like in this context of being interviewed and having someone say that to you, it's very interesting. It's very
Mm.
interesting. As I said, it's an area that I probably need to pursue a lot harder.
Mhm.
You know, which it will happen. It will happen
It does take time
eventually.
because you're an independent
Yeah,
artist, isn't it?
yeah, yeah. That's
Mm.
correct.
Yeah. So I do respect all you independent artists. There's a lot to do.
Yeah,
A lot to do,
yeah,
and you love what you
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah. Of course. I mean, if I didn't, I wouldn't be having this conversation with you now. To be
Hmm.
fair,
Hmm.
you know, I think because of the love, it makes it so much easier as well. And in terms of motivation, you are your own motivator in terms of getting things
Yeah.
finished. I have to remind myself of that. Come on, get into that studio. You haven't got that. You haven't got like the so-called like a manager around you. Get into that studio. You need to finish that project. Um, there is a beauty in that in being independent because you're
Mm.
able to create freely,
Yes.
and you haven't got like a label breathing down your neck.
Hmm.
And actually, when you submit music and you think that this could be your best work, but the label then say no, that can be destroyed, quite soul destroying, and having to go back and recreate. Having said that, though, I am my own worst critic, um, which I have to be. But at the same time, as I was saying earlier, the perfection side of it, as I said, you have to trust your gut,
Yes.
and yeah, and just let you what you've done. You've reached the end. Let it be. Just let it go.
And do
So,
you have like a team of people or just certain individuals that give feedback, regular feedback with your music,
um,
what you do, to just help,
yeah, definitely. It's mainly been because what I like myself sending promos out and stuff. Certain DJs I focus on, to be
Okay.
honest,
Mhm. Mm.
who say yay or nay,
Yeah.
and they let me know.
Yeah.
And the reason why I send it to certain DJs is because they play a certain type of music that I
Mm.
know that they will listen to my music, especially the promos before me
Yeah.
releasing my music, especially if I'm at the stage where I'm like I've recorded all my tracks and I'm deciding
Mhm.
on the running order and the best tracks. Then I look at the feedback that I've been getting from DJs. So with
Yeah.
the three promos that I've sent out so far, it's been pretty positive. Like you better know this is for the new project closer to home. Best Life, Revolutionary Act. I'm still undecided if they will make the next album, but sometimes that's how it is. That's how it is, and it's nice to be in that position because you know that the music that you have is of quality.
Yeah.
So, and it's nice to have been able to pick and choose to get to that point. Uh, you know, um, but in terms of as I was saying, it's more. I'm uh, as I was saying, I just send it out to a certain amount of DJs who I know who listen and who give me honest feedback as well about my stuff. So yeah, and it's nice to have that as well, other
Yes.
than
Yes.
your friends and your family, because your friends and family go yeah, but really, uh, it can be
Mm, yeah, but they try to be
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, yeah, you
They're
know they do.
sparing your feelings.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
We
well,
do. Yeah.
actually, actually, like my family can be one or the other. You know, you get you they sit in two camps. It can be the ones that yeah, 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 it's fine, and then the ones that rubbish, rubbish, no, 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 no.
Yeah,
So they
yeah,
sit in
yeah.
two extreme camps where you
Camps,
need,
yeah,
you know, it's nice to go outside of that and get someone
definitely.
neutral and objective. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So, but yeah, yeah, because I mean, you want honesty at the end of the day,
Yeah,
and sometimes you know as well yourself when things aren't.
yeah, you do.
Uh, what's the word? What's the right word? Too good, or aren't good enough, or your
Yeah,
best. You know, you know
you
what I
know,
mean. If you're really honest with yourself deep down.
you know.
But yeah, DJs mainly, I would say, with regards to
DJs.
answer your question.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because they kind of they know like
yeah,
what the public know, public
yeah,
want, and
yeah,
what's
right.
going on in the dance or on the radio, and what the people, you know, um,
Yeah,
like to
def-
listen to and appeals to them.
definitely.
They know. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I understand. Okay, that's cool. We touched on, you did mention Best Life, but we're going to play that a little bit more. We're going to play that in another 5 minutes because I can't believe it,
That's cool.
Carvalho. An hour and a half is nearly
I
over,
know,
you know.
I know. Wow, you did say it would go quick. Didn't think it'd go
I
this
did tell
quick.
you, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah.
And you
Wow.
see now, you see how quick it goes? You're like, oh my goodness. I just sat down. We've got at the bottom of the screen where we can get you on SoundCloud and
Hmm.
Facebook, and also where else can we get SoundCloud, Facebook, and
Yeah,
YouTube
Insta. Yeah, YouTube,
and Twitter.
Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, all of
We've
those.
got it. We've got it scrolling along at the bottom of the screen. So anybody want to get in contact with
Yeah.
Carvalho? Is the details are there. Just if you're looking at the repeat, just pause, write it down, start again, pause. If you're looking at it live, then just quickly write it down, or you can rewind it afterwards. But it's all there.
Yeah. I must also say a lot. I think, yeah, on my SoundCloud page, there's some free tracks as well.
Oh,
I think there's 2 free tracks on there. Yeah, so if you're tuning in, go check them out. Check them out. Good tracks as well. People should be paying for
ooh.
them.
Yeah. So everyone, if you
That's
want a
it.
freebie from Carvalho, go on SoundCloud. Wow.
Yeah,
We don't get
yeah,
many freebies in life. So, you know,
yeah, definitely. Get it
so
while you
go
can.
get it. It's free. Everyone, free. Free. Get it. Free. Not the number three. Free. Like
Free.
you
Yeah.
don't need to pay money for it.
Mm.
Uh, that's wonderful. And Carvalho, are you gonna? Where can we find you? Do you play live at any events? Are you going to play
Um.
live anywhere
Yeah.
where we
I'm.
can see you?
Yeah. Not at the minute because I'm mainly focusing on recording.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm planning to get a band back together in the near future.
Mhm.
To launch my music. I think the position that I'm in now is quite nice because I know that I've got good music
Yeah.
to share with the public, so I can confidently, when I do go back out there, I can approach it with confidence.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if I could say that, say, about 5 years ago, but I feel um, now the foundation has been built, so to speak. So yeah, I can get back out there. So I'm hoping to hit London at some stage. Hopefully, various places around the UK. But that's something I'll definitely update update yourself with,
Yes, please. Yes,
and
definitely.
social medias as well,
Mm-hmm,
with
mm-hmm.
what's happening. Yeah. So,
Oh, so everyone watch out. That'd be great. Fantastic.
yeah, it's going to be interesting as well. It's going to be interesting. It's not just going to be like a band of musicians. I'm going to try and make it into an experience, visually, as well. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say at this moment in time. Yeah.
Mm. Well, we're going to show something visual before we finish off with a best life. We're going to show you on your video Ras Kitchen.
Oh, nice. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we're going to show a little
Yeah, I
bit of
wrote
Ras
the.
Kitchen.
Yeah, that was something. I spoke to Matthew, who's the videographer of Ras Kitchen, and I asked him if similar to yourself, like, would you like a jingle and stuff, and because he was looking for some theme music,
Mm-hmm.
and I wrote that. I think, yeah, in less than a day, and sent
Oh,
it to him.
wow.
He loved it, and then he did the video.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. So
Oh,
it's
let's
like,
do that. Oh.
yeah, less than a day. Sometimes, yeah, I'm not going to say anymore. I'm not going to
Let's
say
check
anymore.
it out. Let's check it
Yeah.
out. This is Carvalho with Ras Kitchen. Where is it gone? Ras Kitchen. Trying to get it. Whilst we're trying to get Ras Kitchen, we'll talk a little bit more. It's coming through. Not sure what happened to Ras Kitchen, but we get it. We're retrieving it. We're retrieving it,
Oh,
Carvalho. We're getting it back. We're getting it back. The gremlins do come out to play sometimes, but they do not get the better of us.
yeah. No,
When
they
they
don't.
try, Adassah's like, you can stay where you are. Yeah, we will overcome.
Get back,
We will
Gremlin.
overcome all, exactly. We will overcome all obstacles. They're not obstacles, they're just stepping stones.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah.
Use the stones as stepping stones. Yeah. That's how it goes. But it's been brilliant. I've had fun, and it's
Yeah, me
been
too.
nice to know more
Too.
about you, Carvalho.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, it's been absolutely great. Oh, I can't wait until you start performing with your band. I'll be
Yeah.
there. I'll be
Yeah, I
there.
hope so.
You'll
Hope
get to
so.
see Adassah live because I like live bands. I really do. Really
Oh,
like live
great.
bands.
Great.
Yeah.
Who's the have you seen anybody recently? Have you seen any acts
No, I haven't. I
like
haven't.
recently?
I've been such a busy little bee. Adassah has. Do you
Yeah,
know?
with the radio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that don't really get to go out as much as I do. But that will change. That will change. Everything
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
timing. Everything has
Yeah.
timing.
Yeah.
And so I
Definitely.
just go with that. There's
Yeah.
a stage for everything. And talking
Yeah.
about stage, we now got Ras Kitchen. Hey,
Yay.
hooray!
There's a place that I know in the jam down you should go. It's called Rat's Kitchen. You get your belly full in a Rat's Kitchen. In a Rat's, in a Rat's, in a Rat's, in a Rat's Kitchen. In a Rat's, in a Rat's, in a Rat's. Say they got ital soup. So what's up, juice? Ackee and saltfish, cabbage and rice is
Wow,
Yeah.
Carvalho. Oh, that just makes us want to go back home, doesn't it?
Made me feel hungry
It does.
seeing that food.
Don't
Come
put
on,
on
are we
no
finished yet? I want to
fire.
go and eat.
Don't worry, the show be over soon, so you can go.
Oh
Go and have,
gosh.
you can go and have brekkie or lunch.
Yeah, thank you. Oh,
Ah,
the
that.
breadfruit and that. Did you see the breadfruit?
Oh, I know. It just makes you feel like, oh, it's so. Ah, back home, back home. Oh,
Yeah.
it's wonderful, you know. And sometimes we don't realize how wonderful it is. Sometimes, the simple things, just so simple and so
Yeah,
glorious and so
yeah,
beautiful
most
as
definitely.
well. You know, best food, the
Yeah,
best weather,
uh,
the best
exactly.
drinks.
I think that's why. Yeah, that's why that channel has done so well in terms of its subscribers, is because that person has been able to capture what you just said, the simplicity of like rural life
Yeah.
in Jamaica. And plus the person who is videoing, he is like Ras Kitchen, and the way he prepares his food, and it's not just that; it's just about the whole kind of like the holistic
Mm.
um, of the surroundings, except growing their own food, picking fruit. Oh, it makes me sick. It's
Oh, never mind, Carvalho. You can go and get your
no,
your your your,
no.
your cereal. I'm terrible, I know. I'm such a stirrer.
Oh gosh. Yeah, Yeah, yeah. No, but it's amazing. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Absolutely. I love that. I really enjoyed that video actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I really did. I really, really did. Oh, it just brings back so much memories. It really does.
Wow. Nice.
Really does. Carvalho, it's been beautiful
Has.
having you
Has.
on the show. Absolutely
Thank you.
fun.
Yeah. Thank you. Finally, we
Mm.
got here and we had fun, as you just said. And thanks for for listening in. Very
Thank you.
interesting in the sense of your of how you perceive my music. Yeah, and as Adassah said, if you want to get in touch with me, all the links are there. Feel free.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely fine. Yeah, all my music's available as well on the usual streaming, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, etc., as well. So yeah, thank you.
Oh, wonderful. But don't go just yet. We've
No,
got
no,
a
no.
couple of minutes left because
No,
we
what?
are going to
Eat.
live
I want
our
to
best
eat.
life. Best life before you go and eat. I know your belly's rumbling. You're rumbling. But we're gonna to leave the show with
Yeah,
best life. We're gonna dance to best life,
yeah,
and then you
finish.
can run and have your breakfast and lunch and your brunch and say, "Phew, I got that out the way." Let's keep it real. Oh, wonderful
Oh my
having you on
word.
the show. All the best, and yeah,
Thank
we
you.
we
Likewise.
we definitely keep the link, of course, and
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to hear more and more. And when you come back on the station, I want to hear more and more what's going on when you come back. I want to hear
Yeah,
more
yeah.
what's going on, who contacted you, and so forth. Because
Yeah,
everyone, this gentleman is such a great talent, and he goes across many, 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 many genres. He's a great asset to himself, to the music industry, and also to do any collaborations as well. This is
yeah,
Carvalho,
yeah.
and Carvalho, we're going to leave with best life. And you're going to be living your best life. and having fun till we meet again on the Adassah Larger
Indeed.
Sunday show. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for today. Let's party and then we can just end the show. So, everyone, bye bye,
Yeah.
everyone. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah. See
Thank
you.
you
Thank
for
you.
joining us.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you. Here we are. Best life.
Already baptized in my mama's womb. Dula said that came too soon. Clothed in sin and shame. You don't even know my name. Feel like I'm existing in a place called Brave. Fire, baby. Put my life on the ground. Monetize my page. Living best this life. Living best this life. It's all about perspective. You ask me what's my objective. Fire, baby. Champagne flowing. Jewels be glowing like a sunny day. Latest technology. Yeah. What's my phrenology? Designer attire. I ain't a liar. What's your desire? Best life. Best life. Living. What you make it. Shaking. Booty. It's a type of stereo. Stereo, it's what you make it now. It's what you make it now. Yo, give me an old say your list. Living best life, best life, my best life. Living life, living best living life, living best life. My own life, living best life, living.